Hello, Arizona. My name is Jim Brittany. I am going to speak extemporaneously about H.R. 875, which is called euphemistically the Food Safety Modernization Act. Now, this is proposed by Gabby Giffords of Arizona 8 and our boy, Mecha boy, Raul Grijalva of CD7. And what this act is to do is it's in response to the salmonella and peanut outbreaks that came from Georgia. And so what they've done is they've given the FDA, new regulations and new powers to try to address this problem. What they don't do is they don't cite what's in the bill. And this is from freedomsphoenix.com. That's an Arizona website. And they said this bill is monstrous. It's a monstrous. I can't pronounce that word for some reason. On level after level. And it's going to give power to Monsanto, which is a large agribusiness corporation. Criminal HR 875 criminalizes seed banking, prison terms and confiscatory fines for farmers, 24-hour GPS tracking of their animals, easements of their property to allow for warrantless government entry, the stripping away of property rights, the imposition by filthy and greedy industrial side of the anti-farming international industrial standards to independent farms. The only part of our food system that still works. Basically what this bill does, 875 will do, will criminalize you if you are a backyard gardener. It threatens organic farming as we know it. It will put local producers out of business. It will criminalize local producers. It's very similar to that scene in The Killing Fields where the guy who was in the gulag was trying to feed himself while the rest of the camp was starving by growing his own food, and the camp commandant would take his food away from him. And that's basically what 875 is. Now, there is a legitimate fear that we as Americans have about the food supply, and unfortunately that fear is not being addressed because that fear comes from China when you have things like Radiator in puppy chow or baby formula, or when you have food and drugs that are tampered with by cheap Chinese manufacturers. And that is not a problem that the Democratic Party and this Democratic Congress and this Democratic administration wishes to address, because they're beholden to the Chinese and they're Chinese by our debt. So liberals, are you listening? This is your Congress trying to screw you, an organic entrepreneur. Again, we in CD7 can do better. Every one of us has had either served their country, has either owned a business, or has either held a private sector job. We are all infinitely more qualified than Raul Grijalva is at representing us, yet Raul Grijalva does represent us. Please call Representative Grijalva. Tell him what a terrible job that he is doing. Tell him about how you oppose the Obama administration expropriating entire industries, including your backyard. And if you can't do that, then send me an email on the YouTube. You can send me an email via YouTube, and by golly, between the both of us, we can come up with a solution. Thank you, Arizona. May God bless you, may God bless our great state, and may God bless these United States. Thank you.